Now, she's one of Britain's best-loved actresses. Now, Miranda Richardson has taken on a completely different role to raise awareness about so-called street dogs.
Well, she travelled to Sri Lanka this month with an animal charity where the problem of strays is rife. They survive there by scavenging amongst litter and rubbish, and many suffer from malnutrition and other diseases. So how is the problem being dealt with? Well, Miranda's here to tell us what she saw. Good morning to you, Miranda.
Hello.
I mean, it's a very big problem, isn't it?
It is. I was out there with WSPA, which is the World Society for the Protection of Animals, and they're working in conjunction with one of their, what they call member societies, the Blue Paw Trust, who are doing a fantastic job. It's a Colombo-based project, and there are many, many stray dogs there. Except stray dogs is not really the right term, because as it turns out, about 48% of the dogs that are roaming there are so-called owned by communities who do care about their animals. It's just they don't have the resources and the time. So the Blue Paw Trust is helping educate, it's talking about welfare of animals, and it's giving the responsibility back to individual communities to bring their dogs and any other companion animal, actually, so cats, you know, chickens, goats, whatever, to these 2 mobile clinics which have been set up.
Just seeing a clip of you there.
Yes.
That one.
They're doing really heroic work. It's like sort of ER, you know, for dogs.
ER for dogs. Do you think one of the reasons why there are so many stray dogs is the fact that we saw the tsunami and the devastating effects of that tsunami 3 years ago on Boxing Day, and of course so many homes were taken away, and
yes,
so many people lost their lives.
That's true. We did go down to the coast at some point, although the mobile clinics range isn't actually there at the moment. Thank you, we need more money so that we can have mobile clinics down there. But watching the recovery of that community is quite inspiring. And do you know what? Their animals are part of that. They're part of the healing process. They really mind. Part of rebuilding their lives is about having their community of animals back. And we heard people talk about going back to their houses, having tried to rescue as many living things as possible, and seeing their animals swimming towards them, and you know what that meant to them. The ones who were
rebuilding
saved.
process.
Exactly.
I mean, it's interesting you say when we call them stray dogs, they're not. I mean, they do run around.
They're
in the streets,
roaming,
but,
yes.
but they're not owned. But as we would be used to in this country by individual families,
no,
and that's my dog.
But they're trying to give the responsibility to a community to say, if you bring the dogs and cats to us, we can help you. We can vaccinate against disease. We can sterilise so that there's not the additional worry of more puppies and going out on the streets and causing more problems. And you know, we can help. It's very inspiring, you know, and the vets are so dedicated, they're so kind, they're so patient, and they achieve so much in any one day. This is a truly worthwhile project. And also, any money that is spent there goes, of course, much further than it would in this country, you know. A little goes a very long way.
How difficult is it? I mean, we know you as a film and television actress, and you also use that, obviously, in your celebrity for other causes. It must be quite a difficult balance, knowing how much work you can do for your charity cause. So how long were you over there for? How much time did you...
We were there for 10 days, but we really packed it in, and we've got a lot of good press done as well. And word seems to spread like wildfire. I mean, when we did go down to the coastal region, I dashed down onto the beach because I was watching fishermen hauling in a load, and people were very excited. And when I was looking at the fish load, I heard somebody go, Harry Potter. I thought, no, what? Am I hearing things? But yes, so you know, any press we do out there is going to have a great effect.
I was just thinking Mrs. Claus.
Oh, Mrs.
Seen in Fred Claus.
In my red outfit.
Oh, yeah.
But you say the little money goes a long way. I mean, are you entirely dependent on charitable donations? Is the government there doing anything to help, or is it just
well, Colombo municipal government is very for this, you know, because there are health issues, and so we're actually helping the community help themselves in all sorts of ways, educating the kids. It starts with the kids, you know, about how to approach an animal in the first place. So, you know, the chances of somebody being bitten or contracting rabies are completely lessened, and so they're behind it all the way. But everybody needs money. Everybody needs
resources
donations.
are limited.
It's a 5-year project, and it has every chance of success.
Okay.
It's really worthwhile.
Well, Miranda, thank you very much indeed for coming in to tell us all about it.
Thanks for the time.
Really good to see you.
Hello. Didn't get to say very much in that clip, did I?
No.
Sorry about that. It's all in the
But my little boy's going to be thrilled that I've met you, because he
that's nice.
loves the film.
Oh, good.
He really, really does. And
They're
every
not very
time, 'cause
discerning at that age,
well,
are they?
he's 6. He's
Yeah, okay.
and there's lots of Christmassy songs in the film. And every time he hears one on the radio, he goes, "This is the one from Fred Claus, Mummy." Did you enjoy making it? Was it one of these things you made back in summertime and it felt all out
no,
of sync?
No, we made it sort of, well, it started in August and it went through right through. It went, wow, went a long time. We ran it for about 5 or 6 months. Hello.
Hi.
See you again.
Now, you two are little busy mates, aren't you? How long has it been since you saw each other? Phantom of the Opera you worked together
3 years,
Yeah.
3 and a bit.
I
Yeah.
played my mum in Phantom, yeah.
Yeah, that was great fun. And
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on then.
Did your
My
dog have
doggy have
puppies?
puppies! Yes, I was really antsy to get away on time, and there was a chance that I might be going 2 more days over in the schedule, and I said, please, can you let me go? My dog's going to have puppies. I have to get to the country. Because dogs are very punctual when they have their puppies, you see. So she had 8, and I've kept one back, and...
She didn't get out much.
Well, if I'd known, I mean...
What are you doing this Christmas?
Well, I'm going to the country. I'm going to have a full-on rolling household.
Lots
ho,
of
ho, ho.
people
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'll be cooking. So if they don't turn up, I'm going to be
Really cross.
yeah.
Well, the dogs will be really well fed
They
anyway.
will be.
Do you
well fed.
absolutely love Christmas, though? Are you one of these people that really like
No.
it?
It
Oh.
depends on the year and who's there.
Are you like that?
Absolutely. And the presents, the quality of the presents, obviously, it goes without saying.
Do you feel guilty if someone gives you a present and you haven't got them one?
That's never happened.
Really?
No, it's never happened to me.
Just me then.
I'm well prepared.
Are you?
Yeah.
See, I wish I was. I'm feeling
haven't got
quite
me
guilty
one,
about that. I'm afraid not.
No, that's fine.
No.
Please tell her you've got away with it. Sorry.
Now, you were talking about your lovely dogs just
Yeah.
a second ago. That's something you feel fairly passionate about, isn't it?
Fairly passionate. I'm very passionate about all animals really, but
generally.
I suppose they are quite close to my life, and they're integral in my life. And this work I've just been doing with WSPA out in Sri Lanka, I suppose a lot of people have been saying, well, why the dogs? You know, the dogs are all right, aren't they? Can they look after themselves? And I just think, you know, man's best friend is sort of often the creature that gets the worst treatment, only because we're so familiar with dogs, we don't sort of notice it.
Especially in third world countries. If
Yeah.
you travel a lot, you get used to seeing sort of mangy dogs by the side of the road.
And they're
it's
getting on with their lives and
yeah.
everything, and they seem to be kind of all right, but you just hope that somebody's taking responsibility for them.
So
you know.
what is it's the World Society for the Protection of Animals. And what is it that they're actually hoping to do in Sri Lanka?
Well, there's a 5-year project with one of their member societies called the Blue Paw Trust, and this has only been going for 6 months, but it's got a great chance of success, and it's a sort of three-pronged thing. It's an education program, it's a welfare program, and it's what they call a sustainability program, which is giving responsibility for the animals, the companion animals, which covers dogs, cats, you know, chickens, goats, whatever is there, giving the responsibility back to individual communities who actually claim ownership for the dogs anyway. You know, if somebody came along and tried to take them away, they'd say, well, those are our dogs. Yeah, but who's looking after them? Well, we are, but you
and
haven't got the time,
do you
the
educate them as
resources.
well, in as much
Yeah,
as, because there's a lot of
from
unwanted
kids.
puppies and
Yes.
there's litters
I mean,
born.
There are litters born, and part of what Blue Paw Trust is doing, that they run a vaccination program, they run a neutering program, and the dogs who are most likely to have the puppies are the ones which have slightly better nutrition, you know, so they're in a state where they can have puppies in the first place, but then people don't know what to do with them, and more puppies and more inbreeding, and often the puppies get dumped at temples and things like that because they think, oh, the temple will know what to do with them, you know, they'll have a chance there. So there is a good intention without there being the time and the resources.
And this is something that can help people as well, because some people may
Absolutely,
feel,
this
well,
is-
you know, why should I help a charity that's helping dogs in Sri Lanka? But actually, there's a follow-on effect to this, because obviously, you know, many of the dogs carry rabies. That they're obviously, people don't necessarily know how to treat dogs out there. So it's a twofold thing, isn't it?
That's right, and the education starts with the kids. It's teaching the kids how to behave with specifically dogs. You know, don't approach a dog if it's like this. What do you do if a dog does run at you?